Today, I'm going to be building the Baltimore Orioles, a super team, to see if they can win the World Series. And as you guys are about to see, this lineup that I have built for the Orioles is not playing around. Like, if this isn't the best team in the league this season, we're gonna have a problem because we have Shohei Ohtani, Paul Skeens, Tarek Skubal, Aaron Judge, Juan Soto, Garrett Crochet, Christopher Sanchez, Gunnar Henderson, Ronald Acuna Jr., we got Vladdy, Marte, Chapman. I mean, the list goes on. The team is absolutely stacked. So yeah, obviously my hopes for this roster are sky high this season. If we don't win a World Series, that is a big issue. But anyways, to start off the year in our first game, we're going to be playing the Minnesota Twins. And to start off the year, we have Skubal on the mound, and he already sat down the first two batters. So if we can strike out Jeffers here, that's 3 up, 3 down for him. I'm going to try and get him to chase a sinker down low and see if this can work out. That's strike 2. I don't want to get too cocky, so I'm going to try and pan. Oh, hold on. That's going to be a base hit. I tried to get him with an outside slider, so unfortunately, we have a runner on first now. Wallner's down to his final strike. I'm going to try and go for another fastball down low. He did go after that, but we're just going to have an easy ground out, so that ends the inning. And now it's time to see what the bats can do, man. We got Shohei Ohtani leading off the game for us. If he leaves a mistake pitch over the middle, we all know what this guy is capable of. I gotta be careful here though, because I do have 2 strikes in the count early here, so I'm hoping I can at least hold on. Oh, that should be a base hit. That's gonna drop easily. I actually might have the double there. That's gonna go all the way to the wall. So Shohei is instantly in scoring position. I feel like we should be able to put together a rally here. I mean, again, you saw how loaded this lineup is. It's not getting any easier. Oh, hold on. That's going to be an easy out right there. It was not the best chase. But as I was saying, it's not going to get any easier for Joe Ryan. If anything, I feel like the lineup gets tougher and tougher as it goes. I'm taking that too. It's going to... Oh, no. I thought that was going to get through. So now there's 2 outs for Aaron Judge. If he's going to pop a home run, now would definitely be a great time to do it. I honestly don't think we're going to get a good pitch to hit, though. It is a 3-1 count, and by the looks of it, Judge is just going to get walked. Can't blame you, man. I wouldn't want to pitch to Aaron Judge either. So we have runners on the corners with 2 outs for Henderson. That's probably... Oh, is that going to drop? That actually might keep carrying, man. No. We're going to get caught on the warning track. So we did all of that to score no runs. But now we're coming back out here in the 8th inning, and we are actually winning 4-3 right now, which is good to see because we were actually losing 3-0 at one point. It was a really slow start for the Orioles, but since the 6th inning, we have been clicking a bit more. That was not the best chase. Now there's 1 down for Aaron Judge. I really want to get a home run with somebody in this game. Like, we haven't really hit anything out of the park yet. That's at least going to be a base hit from Judge. Of course, though, Henderson just popped up after that. So now there's 2 down. At least we have Judge on base, but that's going to bring up Vladdy. So if someone's going to smoke one out, now would probably be the time to do it. I'd like to have a chance to... Hold on. That's going to push Judge to 2. But yeah, I'd like to have the chance to just close it out in the 9th inning, which I think we should be able to do either way. But again, extending that lead would make me feel a lot better. That is very hittable. I'm going to try and send Judge home as well. That should at least be a double from Marte. So we have 2 runners in scoring position, and Judge is going to get home. So it's 5-3. And now if Caminero can come out here and get the same base hit that Judge did, oh, we're getting intentionally walked. I don't know how smart that is, because that's going to bring up Kirk now. I guess he isn't as good of a hitter as Caminero, but Kirk can still smack it out of here. So if they leave a mistake pitch, that will extend the lead. I think I should have that. Nope, that was a bad chase. So we're only going to be up by 2 runs, but either way, we're going to have a chance to end it in the 9th inning. And in case you missed it, our closing pitcher is Aroldis Chapman, who is arguably the best closing pitcher in baseball, and he struck out the first 2 batters. So 1 more, and this game is over. I don't think I'm going to be able to get to that, though. So that's... Oh, I can't believe I just did that. I can't believe I just did that. And he is going to get to 3rd base safely. That was a big mistake. Don't flame me. As I said in the past, I am used to playing Road to the Show. I'm really not used to being out here controlling every single player on the team. But either way, as long as we don't screw this one up, 1 more strike ends it. That's going to be ball 4. This has gotten very interesting very quickly. I thought we were going to be able to end it pretty early with Chapman. I mean, I guess it is 90% my fault. I can't really be out here blaming him. I still can't believe I missed that one brutal line out to the... Hold on, that's gonna end the game right there. So even though we almost screwed it, we're gonna hold on for the dub. So we will start the season off with a win over Minnesota. But after that, I went ahead and simmed to June to see how this team was holding up. And I'm gonna say it right now, I think we're going to be breaking the win record this season because we are 51-10 on the season, which is an unbelievable start. And in our current series, we're playing the Boston Red Sox, who we did just beat back-to-back. So if we can win this one, that's a clean sweep. And we have actually gotten off to a pretty solid start against Boston. We're up 3-1 in the 4th inning. And Caminero did start off the 4th, but he just flew out. So there's one out for Shohei, who's going to get a base hit. So we got a runner on now for Gunnar Henderson. I feel like I'm due to come out and hit a home run. I haven't hit a homer in this video yet. I know we're only one game deep, but kind of itching over here, man. I want to see one leave the park soon. We got 2 runners on base as well. So a 3-run bomb would be amazing right now. I don't think that's going to keep carrying, though. That's just going to be a pop-up. So there are 2 outs for Ketel Marte now. That is very chaseable. I think that one actually might go. Come on. Keep carrying. Keep carrying. It's caught on the warning track. And now we're coming back out here in the 8th inning, and we are in dire need of getting runs here because that 3-1 lead has turned into a 5-3 deficit. So it is very, very important that we find a way to score here. I like having Judge at the dish right now, I'll tell you that much. If he can square one up, we all know what this guy is capable of. I'm taking that too. That actually might go. That is going to be close. But if it keeps carrying, and it looks like it's going to, that is finally the first homer that I have hit in this video. That took a lot longer than I wanted it to. So that cuts it back down to a 1-run deficit. After that, though, Junior Caminero did just pop up. So there's 1 down for Shohei Ohtani now. I should be able to sky that. Oh, that should be another home run. If it keeps carrying, it's not gonna be a homer. I thought it was gonna get over like the low wall. I mean, it did still get over the low wall, just not as a home run. I'll take the ground rule double though. So we have a runner in scoring position now for Gunnar Henderson. I'm not even going for a home run here. I just want to get a base hit, and that's exactly what we're gonna do. Shohei might be out. We were very late turning the corner there. Thought I was going to have more time, to be completely honest with you. To be fair, we got thrown out by like a millisecond. If we were a tiny bit sooner, that would have been safe, but we're just going to sky that too. So that's going to end the inning. We're still losing 5-4. And all of a sudden, we are now down to our final out. So it is all up to Vladimir Guerrero Jr. to try and keep this game alive for us. Get through, man. That's going to be fouled off. So we already have 2 strikes in the count. That is going to be a base hit, actually, though. So we have a runner on now. I'm going to substitute Vladdy for a pinch runner as well, because if we have a chance to score a run, we got to take it. We need somebody who's speedy. So I'm going to see if Soto can find a way to hit something to the wall. I don't think we're going to go down. Oh, never mind. I spoke too soon. I was going to say I don't think we're going to go down easily, but that's going to end the game. So unfortunately, we are not going to be able to sweep the Red Sox, but we already won the series before this game, so it is what it is. I'll take it. But after that, I went ahead and simmed past the All-Star break to see how we were doing, and we're still on fire right now. We're 79-24, so at the moment, we have 18.5 game over the Yankees for the division, so we would have to really, really mess up to not win the division this year. And in our next series, we're going to be taking on the Braves, which should be a pretty interesting one. So even though the Braves are missing Acuna, it looks like they really haven't been struggling too much because they are still one of the better teams in the MLB right now. I'm going to try and get them with a sinker and see if that can work out. Is that a home run? Oh my God, that thing was absolutely nuked. I thought I placed that better, but apparently not. So that ruins the perfect first inning that I was expecting to get off to, but it's cool. If we can sit down him, I don't care. We should be able to come back. I mean, with our roster, if we can't come back from being down 1-0, I'm going to be a little bit concerned. But anyways, man, one more strike ends the inning. I'm going to try and get O'Neal to chase this, and it looks like he's going after it. So that will end the inning, but we're going to give up the home run. So we have a little bit of coming back to do, and Strider Strider is on the mound, which does not make it easy on our hitters. But as I said, with this lineup, a 1-score deficit. Oh, man. Right out the gate. First pitch to us is going to be a homer. Vladdy just murked one out of here. So in the blink of an eye, we are all tied up at 1. I had a feeling it wasn't going to take long. I'm really hoping that we can find a way to explode in the first, man. Like, if we can get Strider out early, I think this game could honestly get ugly, and that's going to be another deep one. And it is going to drop. I was thinking that honestly might get caught for a second, but Judge is going to have the double. So we got a runner in scoring position now for Juan Soto. I really hope that we can just keep rallying here. That might be another home run. That definitely has a chance. It's going to get caught on the warning track. And after that, this game actually ended up going to extras. We were tied at 4, but it was a rough first half of the 10th inning. We're down 6-4 now. So someone's got to try and come out here and be a hero. I would love it if Henderson could hit a home run. Oh, right on cue. That is going to tie the game up. So we don't got to worry about losing in this inning anymore. Now we just got to try and lock in and walk it off here. I would like to end it in the 10th. And once again, after that, it looks like Atlanta took the lead back. So we're down 7-6 once again. But if you remember, earlier in this game, Vladdy already ended up hitting a home run. So another one this time would walk it off. I just want to at least keep the game going. Like, if we can tie it up, I'm happy with that. And it looks like that hit right there will tie the game, and Vladdy's gonna make it to 2 as well. So another double ends it. Soto and Judge did both just pop up on me though, so there's 2 outs for Shohei. This is definitely gonna come right down to the wire. I actually can't believe this game is still going, but that hit right there should be enough to do it. I'm sending Vladdy home, and it looks like he's gonna make it. So Shohei is gonna walk it off for the Orioles. That was one hell of a game. Props to Atlanta. They put up a very good fight. But thanks to Shohei, we are going to start off the series with a dub. So it's 1-0 for the Orioles. And after that, we weren't able to sweep, but we did end up winning the series. So we're 81-25. Now I'm just going to sim to the playoffs and see what we can do to end off the year. And it looks like we did not disappoint to end off the season. We're going to break the Cubs win record with 119 wins, which obviously wins the division. So we also clearly get a first round bye. But anyways, the MVP race was all Baltimore Orioles, but it's gonna go to Aaron Judge, who hit 308 with 57 home runs and 142 RBIs. And in our first playoff series, it looks like we're gonna be taking on the Astros in the ALDS. And as you can see, this game has really not been much of a contest, and Paul Skeens has absolutely balled out. He is still on the mound in the 9th inning, and in case you haven't noticed, we are up 10-0. So I don't think we're losing this one. We'd have to really screw up to not win this game. There's a runner on first though, so I'm kind of hoping that we can get this guy to ground out into a double play. I'll try and get him to chase another fastball. Even if we can't get a double play though, I'll happily take a strikeout. But anyways, 2 strikes in the count right here. I'm gonna try and get him to chase a splitter, and he's going after it. So the Astros are now down to their final out, and it looks like it's all gonna be up to Walker to try and rally 10 runs without getting a single out. Like, if that happened, I honestly think I'd have to delete MLB The Show and just never play it again. But that's gonna do it. We are gonna hold on for the win, and Paul Skeens is gonna play the entire game and get a shutout. So that is definitely a very good start to the playoffs for this team. And after that, it looks like we actually went on to sweep Houston, so that series wasn't even close. Now we're gonna be taking on the Boston Red Sox in the ALCS. And they did actually win game 1 by 1 run, but then we won 3 in a row. So if we can win one more game, that sends us to the World Series. And so far, it has actually been a very tight game against Boston. We are winning, but only by a run in the 7th inning. So I would definitely like to extend that lead here. We have 1 down for Vladimir Guerrero Jr., so it would be nice to see him get on base. It's going to be a perfect that is barely going to get us on. He bobbled it. So that's going to bring up Ronald Acuna Jr. with Vladdy on first base. We really got to be careful here, though, because we are stuck in an early 1-2 count. Oh, I should be able to make contact with that. That's going to get all the way to the wall. It's a short outfield over there, but I'm still going to try and send Vladdy to 3, and he's going to make it. I could have sent Acuna to 2. Don't know why I didn't. It's cool, though. That's going to bring up Gunnar Henderson with Vladdy on 3rd. So all we got to do is get a base hit, and that at least scores Vladdy. Or we really don't even need a base hit. We just need to pop it to the outfield, and I think that's going to be deep enough. We should be good to come on. I'm gonna send him. Get going. Get going. He's gonna be there easily. So that puts us up 3-1. And now it looks like we have a chance to put this series away right here. Because we're still winning, I'm very happy that we scored that last run to make it 3-1. Because they scored again. So it's 3-2 now. And they have a runner on second. So we gotta be very careful with our pitches. I'm probably going to abuse the fastball, to be honest with you. That is definitely Chapman's best pitch. It is hard to catch up to. Come on, Chase. Chase, that's going to be strike 2. So I guess I'll switch it up a little bit here and see if he goes after a sinker. Oh, no. Don't be a home run. Don't be a home run. Don't be a home run. We're going to get there to end the series, and that's going to send us to the World Series. That was a very close end. For a second, I honestly thought that was going to keep carrying. But since it didn't, we are now 1 series win away from being champions. And in the World Series, it looks like we're going to be taking on the Cubs, who did beat San Diego in 7 games to get here. So this should be an interesting one. And so far, we have absolutely dominated in this series. We won game 1 14-5. We did lose 10-5 in game 2, but the last 2 games we have not allowed a single run, and neither of them have been anywhere near close. So if we can keep doing what we've been doing, I'm thinking we should be able to end it in game 5. And it looks like we've already gotten off to a good start. It is 4-0 in the 5th inning, so I have no doubt in my mind that we are going to close it out here. I'd like to score some more runs though, because you never know. Maybe Chicago will find a way to actually rally in one of these innings, but hopefully Judge can start off by getting on base. That's better. That's going to be a home run from Aaron Judge. So it is now 5-0. It's really not looking good for Chicago right now. But anyways, now we're coming back out here in the 9th inning, and it's going to be a tight finish. It's 5-4 now. So the Cubs have mounted a pretty good comeback, and they have a runner on second. So we got to be very careful here. 1 good hit to the outfield, and we are all tied up. But again, our closer is lights out. So I'm hoping that we can find a way to strike out the final 2 batters. That's going to be 1 down. He's challenging. I'm pretty sure that was in regardless. And it looks like it is going to clip the corner. So there's 2 outs. Dansby Swanson is going to be the final hope for the Chicago White Sox. He's going to get to 3, isn't he? That was a bad pitch. So that means like any type of base hit to the outfield, even if it's short, will score the runner. So I'm hoping for a strikeout. Gonna see if he'll chase a fastball up high. And he did go after it. I don't know if I'm going to be able to make that. Oh, that's going to be close. It's out. Okay. It's cool. As long as it's not a base hit, I'm happy with it. So they're now down to their final strike, and that is going to be in there. That'll do it. The Baltimore Orioles are going to win the World Series. As I said, after seeing our first 3 wins in this series, I'm really not too surprised that we're going to end it in game 5, but I am a bit surprised that Chicago actually kind of came back after going down 5-0. They were a few feet away from tying this game up, but since Chapman came in and ended this one off, this Baltimore Orioles super team are gonna be World Series champions. But that's gonna do it for this one. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. It'd really help out the channel. And if you have any video ideas, feel free to drop them down below. I'll try and get to as many of them as I can. And while you're down there, make sure you check out my socials. I got my TikTok, Instagram, and my main channel where I post Madden, all linked in my description. So if you're into football, definitely check out the main channel. But other than all of that, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.